Hello Taurus, this is Olivia from Dawes Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your April 2021 monthly reading. I'm going to go ahead and get those started now because before I know it, it's going to be the end of the month. I know it's a little bit early, but it never hurts to have them early. Some people like to read them before so that they have a little idea of what's going to happen in their near future. It's up to you. You can read it now or you can wait and read it in April. So what is the most important thing for Taurus? And again, I am going to continue doing the Celtic cross. Oh, kitty, kitty, okay. So, you in the... This is the first card out. This is you. This is you right now. You don't feel very lucky. You don't feel financially secure. You don't feel like things are going in your favor. That can be for so many different things. It can be work, relationships. It can be anything. It's too early to tell. But the wheel is here. It is going to spin, but there's probably going to have to be something that you get done before it will spin in your favor. And it will be good luck, as well as financial. So, what's crossing you? You're not having faith in yourself, and you may be going outside of yourself to look for answers. When the divine is here to guide you, you need to definitely take advantage. The wheel of fortune, this talks about destiny. Your destiny is to be able to not look outside of yourself. Your destiny is to look inside. I have a feeling you're on a spiritual path. And you might even begin to start wondering about that, especially if you're getting, answers from other people around you that maybe aren't even spiritually inclined, or they don't know what you're talking about. Or maybe you're watching some media that's telling you this and that. You might want to rethink that, because the divine is giving you everything that you need. You just need to look within yourself, and especially in your heart, as to what you need to do. Don't try to think it out on your own, or don't try to get others to help you figure it out. You've got everything you need inside of you. We all do. This is Virgo. So then, this is how you feel right now. I almost feel like you're not even sure what you want, because this kind of tells me that too. This is like you don't really trust yourself. So why would you trust yourself to manifest? And the other thing here, already you've got 1, 2, 3 major arcanas on the board. This deck has 78. And out of that, only 20 of them are major arcanas. There's something major going on here for you. Some kind of change in your life. Either that there's a higher calling for you and you just are not aware of it, or you're aware of it but you're ignoring it. I'll take these two. So the first one out would be the one on the bottom, and that is what you're thinking. You don't have trust. This is the lack of trust. You don't have trust in what you're going through, because this is a divine gift. I don't think you're trusting the divine. You might be let me explain this just for a moment. When you're in a spiritual path and you're growing and you see it and you feel it, and then all of a sudden something might come along and make you feel like it, and it's probably a test from the divine, to be honest. You might start feeling like you don't trust what you're feeling and what you're going through. Is it really real? Is it going to continue, or am I being left out in the cold? Because sometimes you get that too. It's like, where is it? Where's my divine? Where, it really does get down to that. So look at all the cards. This isn't a major, but it's a divine card. It could just as well be a major. What are you doing, Taurus? And the next card here is your recent past. Okay. The divine put you through some kind of transformation because there was something within you that was blocking you from growing. So now what you need to realize, now that you're aware of that, because I just told you, you were going through a transformation, is called a death and a rebirth. This is a Scorpio card. This is Gemini. This is Gemini and Virgo. You got 2 Virgos. But this is telling me that you went through a transformation, and you probably are aware of it because you were probably down in the dumps, and maybe you're just now coming out of it. And that's why you feel like you need to get information from the outside, because you're still coming out of this dark soul of the night energy. That means there was something within your soul or something within your psyche that was keeping you from growing even more than what they were already showing you. Beautiful. So, the next card is going to be your near future. There might be something that you need to completely walk away from, because this is talking about following a spiritual trail. This is not, going back home or, no. This is walking away from something emotionally unfulfilling, which it could still be the same here, but this is also picking a different path. It's not looking for that final cup, cup number 9, which is supposed to be a happy card. No. That would be this one. This is you taking a spiritual path. It's going to take a little bit longer than the other way, but you will be eventually so completely happy. You'll be thankful to yourself that you didn't try to go find cup number 9. Do you know what I mean? The 9 of Cups is it's a happy card. Wow. This is amazing. So you got a lot of major. So the energy here is going to be the way you feel by the time you read this, and it can be whenever at your leisure. You may be feeling like the Ace of Pentacles is it almost feels like you don't feel like you're going to get a new beginning. And just like this tells me you don't trust the divine, or you don't trust the process, is what I should say. You do trust in the divine, but I don't believe you trust in the process. The blocks that you have to work out, which you've already started that. You may still be going through that transformation. And you feel like there might never be a financial path that you can follow, or there's a new beginning that you're hoping you can follow. And maybe you have doubts about it. And this could be actually walking away from something too that's very emotional for you. It could be family or a loved one or something like that. And this next card is energy you're unaware of that's around you in April. Oh my gosh. Aries got this too. I think so. Temperance in reverse is telling me the angels are here to try to help you. But right now, the way things are, it's not stable. It's like like I said, you may still be going through a transformation, and things just seem not in order. It seems like things are a little chaotic. And when things are a little chaotic, Temperance, which is a Sagittarius card, Temperance will say stop. You need to take a time out, and you need to figure out what's going on in your life. You need to readjust and get back on your spiritual path. Or maybe you're given the opportunity to decide if you want to continue your spiritual path. You might be at a crosshairs where you're either going to have to continue, or you can continue your spiritual path, or you might be thinking about something else, another path, whatever that might be for you. And maybe that's why it's kind of like an option at this point. Because whatever path you choose, temperance will turn in the upright and help you balance to get to whatever it is that you're searching for. That's interesting. If you think money's gonna please you, I would dare say, think again. A spiritual path, because this coin here, the way the world is right now, it might be worth nothing. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Yeah. The next card, this talks about your hope or fear. Oh my God, you've got 1, 2, 3. God, what are you doing, Taurus? It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong at all. It could be that you may be walking back to something that you wish you had. Or it could just be the divine pouring a cup of love over you to remind you where you've been on your path and where you're headed. No matter what's going on in your life, don't forget that the divine is here to I feel like this cup of love is for you. And it may end this transformation, and it may, make you stop and really think, are you really mistrusting or doubting? Because if you are, by looking at getting answers from other people, you need to stop doing that now. Because the divine this is telling you to stop right now, because the divine's going to come in and pour this cup of love all over everything here. Everything. I think it's beautiful. You are truly blessed. And then the next card, this is your potential outcome. There could be an offer of love coming to you, or this could just be the divine telling you there will be love. There will be someone that might be coming in that can help you, whatever it is you need. I think it's the Page of Cups is somebody that comes in and says there's love coming your way. You won't know who it is. It's somebody brand new. And it might be somebody that can help you walk your spiritual path. And maybe that's what you're missing here. Maybe that's why you're having your doubts, is because you thought maybe there was going to be a person with you. It could even be a mentor. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love connection. It could just be somebody that's very loving, that's coming to help guide you. Somebody that may be on their own spiritual path. It's somebody that could be younger than you. We're going to clarify these, but isn't that amazing? I cannot get over this. It's so... I've never ever seen a reading like this before. Ever. Ever. Alright, let's see what we do. I'm going to do the clarifying of each of the cards, and maybe we can find out why these cards are like they are. We're going to start with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Why is that in reverse? I'm sure it's because you're feeling like you're not on the right path. Because this in the upright is saying you're on the right path. Continue, continue. I think it's because maybe you were expecting a Virgo in your life or something like that. Because this is a Virgo card. But in reverse, it's telling me that you were looking for something outside of yourself to help you walk through this spiritual path. I know a lot of you probably don't believe in the spirits, and maybe you do. I hope you do, but my channel, when I created this, whatever comes out is what I'm reading, and that's what I see. That's what I see. Alright. So the Wheel of Fortune, why is that here? Oh. You're doing some kind of work, and you're working very diligent. But it's not satisfying. I think it's because you feel like you're doing it all by yourself. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse is either not working, or it means that you're working on something and it's just not fulfilling you. Maybe that's where your doubts are coming from. Maybe you thought you were going to have a much better type of work to do while you're walking your spiritual path. Let's clarify the Hermit. Now, either, if this is somebody that was supposed to be with you, they may be in a mode where they have a lack of self-confidence. And perhaps maybe they're losing money wherever they are. If it's somebody that's new coming in, maybe this person or this energy, and maybe it just is because you're feeling less confident in yourself. It's like, when she's in reverse, it's like there's a lack of self-confidence. More than anything. It can be money, but the main thing I use it for is a lack of self-confidence, and that's probably why you feel like nothing's going your way. Nothing. And the Magician in reverse, can you see that? Why is this here? You might be waiting on somebody from your past. Either that or you're reminiscing about your past, and maybe you're beginning to have doubts. Should I be on the spirit path, or should I be with family? Because this kind of represents family too. You might be questioning. The Ace of Swords in reverse, why is that here? Wow. Now this could be just you thinking that you're being stabbed in the back, or that maybe people are gossiping about you. Maybe people are saying, what is that Taurus doing? Are they crazy? They think they're on a spiritual path. You know, gossiping, even though we might not know what the words are, we can feel the pain of them. And that's why the swords are in the back. Well, in this case, it's all over. But the point is, these are only thoughts. Don't get stuck on what you think people might be saying. That doesn't bother you. That should just roll right over you like a flow of air. Just woof, let it go. Don't let others trap you like that. In the recent past, were you married and maybe now you're divorced? This is going through a transformation, something that needed to be released from your psyche or your internal thoughts, or something about your background maybe from your past. But this Ten of Cups is talking about a divorce or a break in some kind of union. Oh, remember I said this could be somebody walking away from an emotionally unfulfilling situation. It could be that you were married, or it could be that this is hard for you to walk away from a family situation, and you might not be married to, it could be either a family around you, or it could have been you going through some kind of divorce, or breaking away from a marriage, or breaking away from family. And maybe that's what's causing you to feel you need to walk away from it. You know you need to walk away from it so you can continue your spiritual path. But I bet this is what's happening. You're having a hard time walking away from this energy. It could be family, and there could be turmoil in that family. And it could be a child of yours with the Six of Cups. Either that, or you're divorced and there's children involved. It could be either way. Ooh, I see, yeah, that's tough. The Eight of Cups reversed. This is a beautiful card. This is Aquarius, the star. Now this is somebody that brings healing to a situation, as well as new beginnings and blessings. And they also offer you hope. There's hope here for you, so don't give up. You will make it through this. You will. I still think you want to take your spiritual trail. I do. And I think the money part here, this is just you worrying. I really feel like you're just over worrying and overthinking. Taurus, you don't usually, yeah, you do that. Never mind. Yeah, you guys are thinkers. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. If you are doing some kind of work and you're not financially bringing in the money you thought, it could be because you don't have the strength to do whatever it is you're asked to do. Maybe it's not turning out the way you thought it was. Because you're doing some kind of work here, but you don't really like the work, but you're doing it just for the money. Maybe you don't have the enthusiasm. Or maybe your spirit is keeping you from doing it. Maybe you're supposed to be doing something completely different. I wonder if that's what this is. Anyway, let's keep going. Temperance in reverse, this is telling you to stop right now. It's probably time for you to take a rest. And yeah, this is feeling completely discontent emotionally. And if it's from a relationship, or it's family, or if it's a marriage, whichever way it is, you're feeling very discontent. As far as love is concerned, or feelings. It's almost like you're telling us that your feelings aren't flowing like they usually are. Because there's something that's blocking you. That's when our feelings don't flow, because something's blocking us. And it could be your own thoughts or your own self-deception. Or you're worrying about family with children. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. Why is that here? Oh, God. You must have gotten some bad news about a situation. Because the page of... Now remember, this is your hope or fears. This was your hidden energy that you are not aware of. So this could be the major thing that's going on with you right now that you're unaware of. So remember, stop, and it's time to get things in order. And Four of Cups is what caused this, is because emotionally you're not fulfilled. Maybe you are looking for that somebody that can help you walk your path. I bet that's what this is. But why do we have the Page of Wands in reverse? Page of Wands in reverse. Ooh, the news that somebody's bringing to you is not good. And I always measure it across this way. If it's got something to do with your transformation, maybe you need to break away from a family, and that's when the Wheel of Fortune will spin in your favor. Whatever work you're doing might turn out to be better than you thought, but you are still going to stay on your spiritual path. And now there has been some help in your life, some support. This is a person that can either support you, or this energy of this is like a spiritual help. This is like a wish come true. Wish upon a star. Hope. New beginning. Blessings. Just be aware you might be getting some bad news. And I think that's why the Divine is going to be offering, the Divine's going to pour this right over you. If you haven't already gotten the bad, and maybe you've already gotten the bad news, maybe that's what this is. And that's why the Cup is here, to help you get over and past this. Don't let this bog your spiritual growth. Keep going. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Oh my gosh, the Page of Pentacles. Now this is your potential outcome. Maybe the reason why somebody's not in your life right now is because at the time they financially were struggling. Or maybe they were, this is a block. This is a block. I think you have so much going on right now and still trying to do your spiritual path. I think you're lost in a sense. But just remember, there is a strong possibility, and the Page of Cups is the main card here that you look at. This is why it's here. Is because maybe you financially felt strapped, or maybe you feel like you weren't going to get a new beginning after being through a transformation. Maybe you still feel like you're being neglected by the spirits or something like that. Page of Cups is going to help you get out of this. Just have faith. All right, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I sure hope this helps. Let's get one energy card real quick. All tied up. You do feel strapped or blocked. This is like the Eight of Swords. You feel strapped. There's something here that's keeping you tied down. And it might be family members. If you want to take a spiritual path, you have to kind of let that go. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's hard. Anyway, that's what I have for you. I sure hope this helps, Taurus, and I'll see you next time. I'm sorry I get so preachy. Preachy, not the B word. All right, I'll see you next time. Namaste.